So yung first day ko dito sa Vietnam, dito sa Ho Chi Minh, I have no friends. Wala akong kakilala kahit isa. But I have only one thing in my mind na pwedeng gawin outside dito sa apartment na to is to play TCG because I have this hobby since 1994 pa. I'm really good at this game kasi maybe you don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Yung TCG game is like a trading card game. Like, ganito na lang. It's like Pokemon cards. Okay. So I'm playing that one when I was a student. And until now, I'm playing on it. So I'm 45. Meron pa rin akong parang childhood heart, kumbaga. So where is it? So this is my deck that I bring with me every time na nagta-travel ako. And then what I'm doing is to find some groups dito sa Vietnam that playing with the same game. Okay. So what happened? So sinearch ko yung grupo na yon, and then I found out there's a group here in Vietnam. I think there are only 21 people playing this game. So ginawa ko, nag-schedule ako ng time ko to go to that card shop. Kasi nga, Monday to Friday, ang ginagawa ko is just to apply some work, apply dito. Makakota lang ako ng 100 to 150 per day. I'm feeling na kung anong gagawin ko. But totally, wala akong kakilala dito kahit isa. So it's really a bit scary. So what I did this Saturday, meron silang tournament, which is we call it the Core Constructed. So nag-register ako, and it's very cheap kasi nga mababa yung currency dito sa Vietnam. So I was go there, lahat sila nakatingin sa akin. Sino tong lalaking ito? So ako naman, hiyang-hiya, kabado ako. Then umupo ako sa isang side, I scroll my phone, chatting with other friends there sa Singapore at saka dito sa Philippines na rin. And then I'm telling to myself, what the hell what I'm doing here. So to make the story short, as the tournament started, nanalo ako every game. So that's 3 games, and every game is almost 1 hour. Okay. So it almost natapos na kami ng gabi. So I won all the games, the 3 games, all napanalo ko. So I've been champion on that in the TCG store. So ang nakakatawa is every time na naglaro ako, and then I'm asking them kung paano ka nag-start ng paglalaro ng TCG, this kind of card games. They have very different stories. Okay. Sabi nila, I started this one because in-introduce ng kaibigan ko. The other one is I've been introduced this game to my brother. Other naman, wala lang kasi nga nabuburyot na sa buhay. So they have the different story, pero ang bagsak, naglalaro pa rin sila ng card games. Kumbaga, where all this one room with the same purpose. Okay? Just to play. Then after that conversations, syempre parang naririnig ko na parang I mean, pinupunta na nila ako. They're asking me na, paano ka nag-start nito? Taga saan ka? Kasi nga, the way I speak, hindi ako taga rito. Okay. Limited lang yung pag ah, pag ah, pag ah, pag-explain nila. I mean, yung limited lang yung language nila sa English. Diba? So I make the point that lahat sila, all the players sa TCG after the game, in-invite ko sila mag-dinner. And I told them that sige, ako na magbabayad. Maybe I need some friends here, sabi ko. Sige. May pupuntahan tayo. Pupuntahan tayong kainan for dinner. Yung time na yon, hindi ko alam kung bakit ko sinabing tara na mag-dinner tayo. And then parang binawi ko yung sarili ko. Ba't ko ba sinabi yun? Sabi ko. Now, nung sinama na nila ako, kinakabahan ako. As in, kinakabahan. Kasi nga, I don't know them. Maybe may mangyari sa akin na hindi maganda. Pupunta sila ng, pupunta nila ako sa lugar na hindi ko alam, and then all of the sudden, may mangyayari sa aking kababalaghan. Then, as we go down doon sa shop, lahat sila naka-motorbike. Naka-motor. So, binigyan nila ako ng helmet. And then, sumakay ko sa likod. Which is nuts. Doon palang kabado na talaga ako. As in, kinakabahan. Pambihira naman to. Ano na naman tong ginagawa mo? I really don't know what I'm doing. So, pagdating namin sa store, kumain kami ng dinner. Nagkaroon ako ng napaka-heartwarming ng mga tao dito sa Vietnam. It touched me to the point na kahit merong kaming language barrier, they're trying to put their thoughts kung ano yung sasabihin nila sa akin. Okay? Not their language, but in English. And I'm trying to understand them as much as possible kung ano yung mga sinasabi nila. So I'm being polite to them. Totally, I need to be polite with them. And I need to be ready, of course. Kasi nga, I don't know them better. But the thing is, the way they describe it, na etong pagkain na to, ang sarap-sarap. Ilagay mo tong sauce na to, ganito yung gawin nito. And then gusto mo ba to? Parang ganon. So parang, wait. Parang asikaso sila. Sabi ko, bakit ganito? And then, tinuro ko yung mga gusto ko. So, in-order na nila. So lahat kami, magkakapareho ng dish. Kung ano yung in-order ko, yun din yung dish nila. So parang, I think nagkaroon ako ng friends dito sa Vietnam for only playing, this card game. And then all of the sudden, after eating with the locals, they asked me, may pupuntahan ka pa bukas? Sabi niya. Sakto Sunday yon. Sunday. Yeah. Ang sinabi nila, pag wala kang gagawin ng Sunday, we can play again. Then, we will pick you up. So parang, wow, ano to? Ba't ganito? Ganito ba ako ka-importante sa kanila? Kumbaga, but ang very nice nila, what? Parang, masyado silang nice. Okay. So, I kept thinking to myself, okay, anong pwede kong ibalik sa kanila? Diba? Since nung Saturday, yung dinner, ako na yung nagbayad sa pagkain namin. And then today, last Sunday, inisip ko na ako na lang magbabayad ng pagkain namin ulit ng dinner. Kasi nga, it's very cheap dito sa dito sa Vietnam as compared doon sa Singapore. Okay, so para magkaroon kayo ng idea, what I'm talking about is yung worth $2 sa yung worth Singaporean dollars, yun na yung worth ng 2 tao dito sa Vietnam. Makakabili ka na ng malalaking bowl ng pho. So I was shocked nung nakita ko yung mga price. And then bothered ako eh. Ba't ganito ka cheap? Ano meron? Ba't ganito ka cheap? So last Sunday, sinundo nila ako with motorbike again. I was enjoying doing the riding, you know. Nakikita yung place, ang daming tao. Ang hirap, napansin ko rin, pag may tatawid na tao, parang hindi na pinapatawid eh. Parang urong-sulong. Kasi, ano pang na to? Diretso talaga yung mga kotse at saka motor eh. So after that, naglaro na kami. After na, tawanan. Even though na, sabi ko nga, I'm trying to understand what they're talking about. Even though hirap na hirap sila sa mag-English, tumatawa na rin ako kasi I don't want to become, an asshole to them. Okay. Ako na nga yung nag-contact sa kanila. Ako pa yung parang mayabang. We can as a solo travel, we don't do that because lalo tayo mapapahamak. So after ng game, nag-dinner na ulit kami. So pumunta kami dito sa isang restaurant na naman. Gumastos lang ako ng around less than $20. And 6 kami. Ang daming pagkain within $20. Less than $20. Nandun na yung meat, nandun na yung po, nandoon na yung drinks, nandoon na yung mga noodles, nandoon na... Ay, grabe. Nakakatuwa. They're teaching me paano gumawa ng sauce. Lahat na. Tinuro sa akin. And then, nag-click na yung gusto kong sabihin sa kanila. So, first na tinanong ko sa kanila, ano yung pinaka normal salary dito sa Vietnam? So, ang normal salary nila dito per month, ilagay na natin as USD, is 250 to 300 USD per month. Now, I'm a little bit nag-lay down ako ng konti. So what you're saying, normal na yon sa inyo dito? They said yes, it's normal na. How about yung rent ng kwan? Rent ng apartment or any, pagtutulugan nyo. Ang sabi nila is around monthly is around 150 USD. So the rest, pagkain na nila, pang araw-araw na nila. So I'm thinking, bakit ganun? Sabi ko, ba't parang ang baba ata? And then, ina-explain nila sa akin, ganito kasi. So, I understand what naiintindihan ko kung ano yung mga situation nila. Because, kanina, pumunta ako sa McDonald's to eat. Walang tao. Pumunta ako sa 7-Eleven, pumunta ako sa halos walang mga tao. People here always eat outside. Okay. I mean, outside, yun sa mga tabi-tabi na lang. So, they adapt to the, parang so, na-adapt na nila yung ganong salary that they need to do, they need to eat outside para makapatipid kaysa pumunta sa mga restaurant, which is, I get it. And the one that's touched me dito sa Vietnam is, even though ganon yung buhay nila dito, and hindi ganon din kalaki yung mga sinasahod nila, they're happy. Gosh, tumatayo yung balahibo ko kasi I've come to the family that a high standard. I came from a good background and high expectations na I never thought I saw this kind of people na kahit mababa lang yung nakukuha nila and they're not expecting anything, they are happy. Yeah. So I think I'm starting to fall in love in Vietnam. It is this country really inspired me a lot. And once you go here in Vietnam, be friends with locals, okay, not foreigners. Be polite with them. And yun nga, sabi ko, be ready, especially food. Kasi you can taste good food. You can taste, you can eat not a good food, but sa experience na nangyari sa akin ito, it's better to eat the food that hindi masarap. Kasi there is a magic on it. And because of that, you will understand the people here in Vietnam. I'm not saying hindi masarap ang pagkain ng Vietnamese dito. I'm saying the thought of eating on the street foods is the best way to eat here in Vietnam. There is a magic on it. So yeah, I think dito na mag-end yung video na to. Life is good. So if you're solo travel, eat with the locals. Don't forget that. See ya.